Aphrodite is known as the goddess of love, of desire, and to help her, she had two items that she used to use a fair amount. I'm going to talk about the first one now, the kestos himas. The kestos himas translates roughly as embroidered girdle or embroidered band, and it seems to be an item that was imbued in some way to attract just anyone. You could use it, for example, if you were Hera. She did. She borrowed it from Aphrodite in order to seduce Zeus. And what's interesting is, this occurs, by the way, in the Iliad. What's interesting is that when she does so, Aphrodite hands it over, but does some form of chanting. So there seems to be a link between the chanting and the kestos himas, and we can see this elsewhere. In our cuneiform inscription, there's a spell, and this spell dates to around 1000 BCE. It refers to a kind of cord with a lot of knots in it. And the idea was that you would use this to seduce a man, but you'd do an enchantment whilst you were knotting it, and somehow that imbued it, much like the kestos himas, with that extra power or ability. This shouldn't, by the way, be anything new. After all, we know that Aphrodite had a lot of associations with Mesopotamia, and an earlier form of her worship was present in the mythologies there. What isn't quite as clear is exactly what the kestos himas looked like. As I said, it translates as kind of embroidered girdle or embroidered band. So there's been quite a lot of discussion as to whether this was something worn or that way or exactly how. Perhaps it doesn't matter, but ultimately it was incredibly powerful, and Aphrodite, as you've heard, was always happy to lend it out.